This was the thing that was missing from my routine. Literally through just like a couple of spritz, it achieves that instant glow. And it does give you that effortlessly perfect skin look. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the top 5 from one of my absolute favorite skincare brands that always manages to give me this glow. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。If you've watched a handful of my videos, then you probably have heard of Balm. I have been a fan of theirs for, I think it's coming up to like 3 years, and many of their products have become staples in my skincare routine. I have introduced them to many of you to the point where you see Balm and you think Tina. Like, that's pretty epic, I feel like. Since I've been a fan of theirs for so long, I thought it was only right to finally do a top 5 list out of all of the products I've tried, and this video is sponsored by Balm. They have supported my content, honestly, like since I pretty much started using them. So for almost 3 years, I've been working with them, like since I was a little baby creator. It's always amazing to be working with brands that you genuinely enjoy and trust. So thank you, Balm, for sponsoring this video, and also to you guys for supporting my content, whether it is sponsored or not sponsored. Like, I really do appreciate it, and please know that I don't take it for granted. I will also be sharing my personal tips and tricks, being a long-time fan, to get the most out of each product. By the way, as most of you would probably know, Amazon Prime Day is currently ongoing, and Balm always has such amazing deals with up to 50% off their products. So if you've been ever curious to try it out, or you're thinking about a restock, it is definitely a great time to buy. So we are going to be starting off the list with my absolute #1 favorite product that I recently also introduced as a product that I no longer can live without, and it is the Balm First Spray Serum. So this product is exactly that for me. It is a product that I cannot live without. It was the first product that got me hooked onto Balm, and I don't think I've been without a bottle of it since I ever started using it. So I'm going on to 3 years of using this one. I know I've talked about it countless times already, so for this video, I'm going to talk about the top 3 reasons to why it is a product that I love and cannot live without. The #1 reason: instant glow. I mean, I think a lot of people just call it the glow mist anyways, and I know not everybody is a fan of that glowy, dewy, kind of glazed donut look, but if you have dry skin, you would know that it is not something that is easy to achieve, but this really does make it easy. So how it does that is by having a oil layer and then a serum layer that mixes together to deliver that hydration and moisture at the same time. So instead of having to do like a hydration toner layer and then like a moisture rich oil layer, you just get those two in one go, and literally through just like a couple of spritz, it achieves that instant glow. I mean, look at that. Look at it. Oh my gosh, my skin looks like so good today. Second reason is its user experience. I do feel like a lot of people these days do sleep on user experience, but for me, it is the make or break for the product, because no matter how good the ingredients or the formulation may be, if it is not enjoyable or easy to use, like, I'm just not going to use it. That's the truth. I'm just not going to use it, especially with how many products there are in the beauty market now. So as you probably already saw, this one does have a super fine kind of like fog mist, but it allows it for it to not drip down your skin, not drench your skin or make it feel suffocated like a lot of other mists might. And also the scent. I know not everybody is okay with fragrance, but honestly, their signature scent that they describe as citrus floral, it is so gorgeous and really like luxe feeling. My auntie that lives in Japan that I also got hooked onto this mist said part of the reason why she enjoys it so much is the scent, and it's almost like putting on perfume as well when you're using this mist. And the third reason why I love it so much is its multi-functionality. There are just so many different ways to use this product, and for me, my favorite way is to use it as a makeup finisher. After I finish my makeup, like literally almost every single time I use a few spritz on top because it can help to rehydrate my skin. It also helps to make basically any foundation look flawless. So if you feel like something is looking cakey or looking too dry with too much powder, this will help it stick and kind of help it blend into your skin. And my pro tip for this one is to actually use it to blend out your makeup. So once you've applied your foundation and concealer, before you blend it out, apply a couple sprays of this and then use your puff or sponge to blend it out. And you'll see that it really does help to kind of stretch the product out, blend it out seamlessly, and also add a little bit of glow to your skin, which helps to create this absolutely flawless base. Other than that, you really can use it in any step of your skincare routine. You can use it as your first step like toner, or you could use it in your serum step to add an extra boost, or you can use it at your last step as a finisher to give you some glow. Like, it really can be used at any time, any day, and you can spritz it throughout the day to rehydrate too. I definitely have been through my fair share of this spray and pretty much have one in every single room of the house, and I'm never without it when I travel too. If you have ever felt like the first Spray Serum is like too rich or too much, you also do have the option of the Vital Spray Serum. I haven't gone through as many of this one, but I still love it, and it is definitely more lightweight, so better for oily combo skin, and it is my go-to during summertime. I can rehydrate without it feeling quite as rich as the first Spray Serum, and it does also have calming properties to the skin as well. Plus, it is just pretty in pink. The next one I have is the Double Serum All-in-One Multi Balm. So I must admit, initially I didn't really get multi-balms, but then I realized that it really does come down to which one and how and when you use it. Some other multi-balms I've tried have felt really sticky, where it kind of just sits on top of your skin, but the double one, it is nourishing while still being light enough that it doesn't have that tackiness. And I feel like that's achieved by the multi-layer formula that the double one has, and I haven't used any other multi-balms that does kind of this dual formula. So the inner serum core, the yellow part, contains vitamin C and glutathione, so it can actually help to brighten your skin, whereas the outer balm layer, the white part, contains ceramides and collagen to help moisturize your skin. I personally love using it as almost like an eye cream, and especially in this C zone here. I've explained that before, but in J Beauty they call this area the C zone around the eyes because it tends to be where we see fine lines as well as sunspots and hyperpigmentation first. So this one can help tackle both issues at the same time, so your fine line and moisture around here, but also to help brighten that hyperpigmentation. So my pro tip with this one is to actually warm it up on your hand before applying it. That way it's kind of like gets a little shine to it and kind of melts with that body temperature, and you can glide it on your skin without it tugging, especially around that eye area. It is quite delicate, so you don't want to be tugging on your skin, and warming it up real quick helps to allow it to slide on your skin. And I also must recommend to travel with one of these. The last 2 times I traveled, I had a multi-balm with me, and it was like the best decision ever. First thing, it is not a liquid, so there's no restrictions of keeping it in your handbag or carry-on. Plus, you don't have to worry about spillage. It is also going to be such a quick and easy way to re-moisturize on the plane, because no matter what, planes are always dry, and you can also use it on your lips as a lip balm. So it really is kind of like a 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4-in-1, 5-in-1. Like, it just has so many functions to it. I will always travel with one now. Next, I have the Double Layer Revitalizing Serum. So I do feel like I basically rediscover this serum every winter. I live in Australia, which is currently winter, and I have dry skin, and I feel like this was the thing that was missing from my routine. It basically is like a intense concentrated version of the first Spray Serum, where it does again have that double layer formula. So the oil formula has a blend of, I think, 8 plant oils, and then the serum layer again has that white truffle extract, which is their signature ingredient, which is a really powerful antioxidant. If you have dry skin, you may have experienced this, but we try to pack on a lot of product and a lot of rich products whenever our skin is feeling dry. So you might try to do a skin oil and then use a really thick moisturizer on top. And at the time, it feels great, like, oh, I'm so well moisturized, but this can actually suffocate our skin and lead to clogged pores or even breakouts. So even though this does contain oil, thanks to that serum layer, it actually stays a really watery texture while still being really nourishing. My pro tip is, instead of applying it directly onto your skin, actually take about 2 pumps into your palms and then warm it up in your palms and then press it into your skin. This is actually going to allow for a more even application of the product. Next, we're going to move on to sun protection, and the first one I have is their Waterfull Essence Sun Cream. So I do feel like I go through like a tube of this every year. This is my 3rd year using this SPF and I have my 3rd tube. Whenever I finish a tube up, I do try to move on to other sunscreens just so I have new ones to introduce to you guys. But whenever I do open a new one and try it again, like, it's honestly like seeing an old friend, and it is so good. I think it does have a cult following, or almost like a spell on some of us, because I've had a number of you guys message me being like, I don't know what it is, like I don't know why, but I can't stop using it, or like I keep coming back to the Dalba one, and like, I totally understand what you mean. And again, I do feel like it comes down to that user experience, which Dalba does so well. The texture is wonderful. It is somewhere in between a essence and a cream, and it really does blend out so effortlessly. It's light but hydrating. It is glowy but not overly dewy or greasy looking. It is a chemical sunscreen and obviously has no white cast whatsoever. It does have a scent to it. I feel like it's a little bit more fresh compared to their signature scent, and I am someone who actually does enjoy scent and fragrance in my skincare products if it is a scent that I enjoy. My pro tip for this one is that if you do have oily combo skin, skip your moisturizer. It is hydrating enough alone, especially during summertime, and it does have skin benefiting, nutrient rich ingredients like that antioxidant white truffle, as well as Aquacel and hyaluronic acid to hydrate. So it will act like a moisturizer too. The last product, and definitely not least by any means, is the Waterfull Tone Up Sun Cream. So this product is what I believe a tone up product should be like. A lot of brands do try to make tone up products and fail miserably. Often they are way too white, way too casty, way too unnaturally looking, like pasty. But this one, this is the example that all of those brands should strive for. My pro tip for this one is a very simple one, but to wear it underneath makeup. It has been my absolute go-to SPF to wear underneath makeup. I used it today, obviously, like pretty much anytime you see me in a video, like when I film, this is the SPF that I've applied before applying my makeup, because it does create the most even, bright and glowy base that kind of peeks through your makeup, and it does give you that effortlessly perfect skin look, or at least for me it does. It does have a tint of pink to it, which allows for that natural tone up. A lot of tone up products are tinted just like white, which often looks really unnatural because our skin tone isn't white. So that pink tone does allow for a really natural and glowy looking tone up, and still has that transparency to it, so it does look like it is naturally your skin. And thank you, Dalba, like seriously, for not making it peel. I feel like 9 out of 10 tone up products, especially sunscreens, they always end up peeling, or they build up in my hairline or my brows. But this one, like, I've never had issues of it peeling, and I'm so grateful for that. This one is another must-have for me whenever I'm traveling, because it does create that effortless perfect base that I can get away with just wearing this and then concealer on top. It is also SPF 50 plus with PA4 pluses, and is a hybrid sunscreen having both chemical and physical filters. All the products I mentioned are also certified vegan. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have selected 2 other videos here for you to check out if you are curious and want to hang out with me a little longer, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Mwah.